Hey everybody, today I have another random triples match for you guys. Looking at my opponent's team right away, I notice the couple of electric types there. Every time you see an Electivire, it typically means that they're going to try to go for some kind of discharge strategy. So I'm definitely thinking that either his Zapdos or his Rotom is going to go for discharge to activate Electivire's Motor Drive, give it a speed boost, and at the same time not affect his Swampert, and then his Swampert and his Electivire can both freely spam Earthquake. So that's pretty much what I noticed just by looking at his team in the very beginning. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my normal trio here, and he is going to start off with Swampert, Zapdos, and Electivire as I kind of expected. So the thing that's definitely going to work for me here is going for the Wide Guard is definitely going to help because it'll prevent all damage from Discharge, Earthquake, and any other of those types of moves that it looks like he's most likely going to use. And because I don't see anything that can really one-hit KO me here, I'm just going to go for the Swagger with my Sableye on my Lickilicky. Going to give me a +2 boost, and because of the own tempo ability, I won't get the confusion. So it's pretty much like I just got a free Swords Dance there. As you saw, Zapdos just went for Discharge, and the Wide Guard's going to protect everything I have, and it will give his Electivire a speed boost, but that's not too big of a deal. The Wide Guard's also going to protect me from his Rock Slide and Earthquake, so he actually didn't do any damage to me here at all. And I'm just going to explode once again, get that normal gem boosted stab explosion. And just like in the last video, we're going to kill all three in one shot. So once again, this is pretty much a perfect start here, but this is definitely not over yet, because while I am up 5-3 right now, you're going to see that I'm not able to pull off the turn 2 win here, because he does have the Toxicroak still, and because my Snorlax is of course a normal type, and it's pretty vulnerable to those physical fighting type moves. He will be able to definitely screw up my strategy here. So I am going to send out Snorlax. I'm going to go for it anyway, just on the off chance that he doesn't want to attack my Snorlax for some reason. As long as that Toxicroak's alive, I can't really do much with Snorlax anyway. So figured I might as well go for it here. I'm just going to switch out my Machamp, going to Gengar for that, self-destruct immunity, of course. And with my Sableye, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Swagger on his Rotom, because I know the +2 attack boost won't help him out at all, because Rotom is of course a special attacker, and I kind of figured if I can stop that thing from doing too much damage to his team with the confusion, that would be a big help. Now his Toxicroak is going to go for the Crush Up on my Snorlax, and as bulky as Snorlax is, it unfortunately can't live that because he's Life Orbed. So I'm not able to pull off that self-destruct and get the turn 2 win here. So the major part of my strategy is kind of foiled at this point, but his Rotom's able to get through the confusion and get off a Hydro Pump on my Sableye, which is going to do a lot, but I am max HP, so I'm able to live that. I'm going to bring in Houndoom because I figure his Toxicroak is most likely Dry Skin, which pretty much gives him a weakness to Fire Blast, so I'm hoping I'm able to knock him out in one hit there. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch on my Gengar, but I do have the Focus Sash, so I'm able to survive. I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch with my Sableye on his Rotom, because I want to get off some damage in case he's able to get through the confusion and kill me on this turn. So I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball with my Gengar and try to get off a big chunk on that Salamence, because it is kind of a threat just sitting there. You get the Special Defense proc, but that's kind of useless because I'd be able to 2-hit KO it anyway. So unfortunately here I missed the the Fire Blast, which probably would have killed him in one hit. So that definitely stinks for me. He's going to go for the Fly with his Salamence, which is interesting, but as weird as that looks, that's actually kind of a bit of a valid strategy in triples, I guess, because every flying type move except Air Cutter can actually hit any opponent on the field. So even though Salamence is on the far left, he could potentially hit my Sableye from that position. So here I thought he would target my Gengar with the Fly though, and so he could attack something else with his Toxicroak. So I went for the Protect, but his Toxicroak actually was trying to take out my Gengar, and he did go for the Fly on my Sableye, so that's going to knock me out. So at this point, things all of a sudden aren't looking too great for me, because I just lost a couple of Pokemon really quickly. I'm going to go for the Dynamic Punch with my Machamp and knock out his Rotom. But now it's 2 versus 2, I believe, so He's able to knock out my Gengar with the Sucker Punch here, so now it's 1 versus 2, and all of a sudden that 5-3 lead is, completely gone. I am going to be able to, actually I predict him to go for another Fly, so I go for the Dynamic Punch on Toxicroak instead of trying to knock out the Salamence. And I think at this point I'm probably going to need some kind of hacks to help me survive this one, either a Fly Miss or Confusion or something like this. Thankfully his Toxicroak hits himself in Confusion, which if he hadn't there I probably would have lost this game. And you're going to see that Fly doesn't quite take me out, does about 80%, and I'm able to kill the Salamence with the Payback. And now at this point, he has 1 Life Orb hit left, so this could potentially be a draw here if he gets through the Confusion and knocks me out with a Cross Chop. But as you're going to see, he actually gets through the Confusion and goes for Sucker Punch. So he was probably expecting me to go for Bullet Punch, but I actually don't have Bullet Punch. So I managed to survive the Sucker Punch, and he dies to Life Orb Recoil, and that is an extremely narrow 1-0 victory for me. So that was a surprisingly close match, and that just kind of goes to show just how crazy stuff can get in triple battles. Even when you can pull off a lead in the beginning, you definitely still have to keep going, or else you can definitely lose it like I almost did there. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.